Risk management in Indian banks. Risk management in Indian banks is a relatively newer practice but has already shown to increase efficiency in governing of these banks as such a procedures tend to increase the corporate governance of a financial institution. In times of volatility and fluctuation in market, financial institutions need to prove their mettle by withstanding the market variations and achieve sustainability in terms of growth and as well as have a stable share value. Hence, an essential component of risk management framework would be mitigate all the risk and rewards of the products and services offered by the bank. Thus, the need for an efficient risk management framework is paramount in order to factor in internal and external risk. Double R means risk ratio. Risk ratio would be defined as a ratio of the probability of an issue occurring as against to an issue not occurring. TIR means total impact of risk. Total impact of risk occurring would entail as the impact the risk would cause multiplied by the risk ratio. It is essentially how much a bank would be impacted in the chance that the risk did occur. This essentially helps ascertain what is the total value of their investment that may be subjected to risk and how it would impact them. Types of risk. The type of risk can be fundamentally subdivided in primarily two types. First, financial and second, non-financial risk. Financial risk would involve all those aspects which deal mainly with financial aspects of the bank. These can be further subdivided into credit risk and market risk. Both credit and market risk may be further subdivided. And non-financial risk, it would entail all risk faced by the bank in its regular working. That is operational risk, strategic risk, funding risk, political risk, and legal risk. What is credit risk? A credit risk is a risk of default on a debt that may arise from a borrower failing to make required payments. In the first result, the risk is that of the lender and includes lost principal and interest, disruption to cash flows, and increased collection cost. The loss may be complete or partial. In an efficient market, higher levels of credit risk will be associated with the higher borrowings cost. Because of this, measures of the borrowing cost such as yield spreads can be used to infer credit risk level based on the statement by the market participants. Losses can arise in a number of circumstances. First, a consumer may fail to make a payment due to a mortgage loan, credit card, line of credit, or other loan. Second, a company is unable to repay assets secured, fixed, or floating charge debt. And next, a business or consumer does not pay a trade invoice when due. A business or government bond issue does not make a payment on a coupon or principal payment when due. A credit risk can be the following types. First, credit default risk. The risk of loss arising from a debtor being unlikely to pay its loan obligation in full of the debtor is more than 90 days past due on any material credit obligation. Default risk may impact all credit sensitive transactions including loans, securities, and derivatives. Second, concentration risk. This risk associated with any single exposure or a group of exposure with the potential to produce large enough losses to threaten a bank's core operations. It may arise in the form of single name concentration or industry concentration. Third, country risk. The risk of loss arising from a sovereign state freezing foreign currency payments or when it's default on its obligation. This type of risk is prominently associated with the country's macroeconomic performance and its political stability. Market risk. Market risk is the risk of losses in positions arising from movements in a market prices. There is no unique classification as each classification may refer to different aspects of market risk. The most commonly used types of market risk are: first, equity risk. The risk that a stock or stock indices prices or their implied volatility will change. Second, interest rate risk. The risk that interest rates or their implied volatility will change. Third, currency risk. The risk that foreign exchange rates or their implied volatility will change. Fourth, commodity risk. The risk that the commodity prices or their implied volatility will change. And margining risk. This results from the certain future cash outflows due to margins calls covering adverse value change of a given position. Operational risk. It is the risk of a change in value caused by the fact that actual losses incurred for inadequate or failed internal processes, people and system or from external events differ from expected losses. This definition adopted by European Solvency II Directive for insurance. It is a variation from the adopted in a Basel II regulation for banks. In October 2014, the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision proposed a revision to its operational risk capital framework that sets out a new standardized approach to replace the basic indicator approach and the standardized approach for calculating operational risk capital. It can also include other classes of risk such as a fraud, security, privacy protection, legal risk, physical or environmental risk. The study of operational risk is a broad discipline close to good management and quality management. In similar fashion, operational risk affect client satisfaction, reputation and shareholders' value, all while increasing business volatility. Strategic risk. Strategic risk is the risk that failed business decision or lack thereof may pose to a company. Strategic risk is often a major factor in determining a company's worth, particularly observable if the company experiences a sharp decline in a short period of time. Due to this and its influences on compliance risk, it is leading factor in modern risk management. Political risk. Political risk is a type of risk faced by investor, corporation and governments that political decision, events or condition will be significantly affect the profitability of a business sector or the expected value of a given economic action. Political risk can be understood and managed with the reason, foresight and investment. The term political risk has had a many different meaning over time. Broadly speaking, however, political risk refers to the complication businesses and governments may face as a result of what are commonly referred to as a political decisions or any political change that alters a expected outcome and value of a given economic action by changing the profitability of achieving business objectives. The political risk faced by firms can be defined as a risk of a strategic, financial and personal loss for a firm because of such a non-market factors as macroeconomic and social policies or events related to political instability. Legal risk. Basel II classified legal risk as a subset of operational risk in 2003. This conception is based on business perspective, recognizing that there are threats entailed in the business operating environment. The idea is that businesses do not operate in a vacuum and that in the exploitations of opportunities and their engagement with other businesses, their activities tend to become subject of legal liabilities and obligations. One of the primary reasons why a legal risk is associated with operational risk involves fraud, since it is recognized as the most significant category of the operational loss events and considered to be legal issue as well.